Have you ever looked in the mirror and not recognized the man staring back at you? That lion you once were has turned into a domesticated cat. This happens every single day to thousands of married men. And if you don't pay attention now, it might be too late. Listen closely, because it's extremely rare for someone to speak so openly about this. Do you know what the biggest trap of modern marriage is? It's not the diminishing sex life. It's not the routine that kills. It's you losing your masculine essence drop by drop, day after day, until you become a ghost of your former self. Think with me. When was the last time you did something just because you wanted to? Without asking permission, without negotiating, without that look of disapproval. You used to have dreams, projects, that fire in your eyes. Now you come home and turn on the TV to a show you don't even like. The smell of dinner cools on the table while you sink into the couch, wondering where your life went. Can you feel that emptiness? Your friends have disappeared. Those Thursday night hangouts are just memories. Your guitar gathers dust in the corner. The gym has become a luxury, and you've convinced yourself that this is growing up. But it's not. It's slowly dying. I guarantee you one thing. If you continue down this path, in 2 years, you'll be unrecognizable. Your wife will look at you and see an obedient servant, not a man. And guess what? She'll lose respect, attraction, everything. Because no woman wants a man without purpose, without inner strength, without that masculine energy that makes her feel protected and desired at the same time. Do you think I'm exaggerating? Look around you. How many couples do you know where the man has become just a soulless provider, where he only exists to pay bills and say yes to everything? This is the silent epidemic no one talks about. But listen, I've spent 12 years mentoring men on this journey. I've seen hundreds of cases. Men who lost everything and men who completely turned the tables. The difference between them? Those who turned the tables learned what I'm about to show you now. There's a secret almost no one realizes about marriage and masculinity. It's not about being macho. It's not about dominating. It's about preserving your essence while building a partnership. I'm going to give you the GPS of masculine essence. 3 coordinates that will guide you back to your center. G for grounding, connecting with your non-negotiable values. P for purpose, your life's mission as your compass. S for sovereignty, your sacred autonomy. Does that make sense so far? Now pay attention, because I'm going to give you 5 fundamental pillars. Each one is a fortress you need to build. Ignore just one and the entire castle crumbles. First pillar, redefine and protect your masculine purpose above all else. Your purpose is not your wife, it's not your family. They are part of the journey, but they are not the destination. Your purpose is what makes you jump out of bed in the morning. It's your personal mission in the world. It could be building a business, mastering an art, transforming lives, but it has to be yours. When you place your woman at the center of your universe, you become a satellite. And satellites don't have their own light. They merely reflect. You need to be the sun of your own system. She can orbit with you, but the center is you and your mission. Think of any man you admire. He has something greater that drives him, a cause, a healthy obsession. That's what creates magnetism. That's what keeps respect alive in the relationship. Always remember this. Can you identify what your true purpose is now? Second pillar, establish healthy and non-negotiable boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, they are fences. They define where you end and where the other begins. Without boundaries, you become an emotional doormat. With too many boundaries, you become a tyrant. The secret is balance. You need to have things that are simply non-negotiable. Time with friends once a week. Non-negotiable. Morning workout, non-negotiable. Half an hour of silence when you get home from work, non-negotiable. At first, she'll test you. It's natural. Women test boundaries to see if you're firm or if it's just a pose. If you give in at the first pressure, you've lost the game. If you calmly and firmly hold your ground, you've earned respect. Female biology seeks security, and a man without boundaries doesn't convey security. He conveys weakness. When you maintain your boundaries with love but without yielding, you communicate strength and stability. Studies show that relationships with clear boundaries last 3 times longer, not because they are rigid, because they are honest. Do you already know what your non-negotiable boundaries are? Third pillar, maintain your sphere of personal interests. Marriage is not nuclear fusion. You don't become one person. You continue to be you with your tastes, passions, and peculiarities. She continues to be her. The intersection creates the relationship, but individualities maintain attraction. That hobby you abandoned because she thought it was silly, reclaim it. That side project you shelved, unshelve it. That skill you wanted to develop, start today. When you have your own interests, you have stories to tell. You have new energy circulating. You have mystery, and mystery is the spice of lasting attraction. Imagine an internal radar that detects when you're losing personal territory. Every time you give up something of yours, without gaining anything in return, the radar beeps. Listen to that radar. It's your compass of autonomy. Few men apply this because they think it's selfishness, but selfishness is demanding that the other person give up everything for you. Having personal interests is sanity. It's what keeps you interesting after 10 years of sleeping in the same bed. Which personal interest will you reclaim first? Fourth pillar, cultivate authentic masculine connections. Men need other men. It's not about going out to party. It's about having an inner circle where you can be vulnerable without being judged, where you can talk about your fears without seeming weak, where you receive honest masculine perspective. Your wife cannot be your only confidant. It's too much weight for her and too much deprivation for you. She will give you a feminine perspective, which is valuable, but you also need the perspective of your peers. Find 2 or 3 guys who are on the same journey, who understand the pressure of being a provider and protector, who know the weight of maintaining composure when everything falls apart. These guys will hold you up when you falter and will challenge you when you become complacent. Modern society has isolated men. It has turned male friendship into a joke. But our ancestors hunted together, fought together, built together. That need still pulses in your DNA. Schedule that barbecue, organize that soccer game, create that development group. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make it happen. Get on with it. Who are the men you need to reconnect with? Fifth pillar, communicate needs with authentic assertiveness. Most married men live a cruel paradox. They say what they think she wants to hear, not what they need to say. They bite their tongue daily to avoid conflict. But that's not peace, it's a Cold War. Assertiveness is not aggressiveness. It's clarity. It's saying, I need this without attacking. It's expressing, this bothers me without accusing. It's asking, let's adjust this without ultimatums. Women respect men who know what they want, who communicate with firmness but without brutality, who aren't afraid to displease when necessary. Because if a man can't stand his ground with his own wife, how will he protect her from the world? There's a dance of bodies in communication. Your tone of voice, your posture, your gaze, everything communicates before words. If your body screams insecurity, your words don't convince. If your body conveys calm and certainty, even silence speaks for you. Start small. Next time something bothers you, take a deep breath and speak, without beating around the bush, without excuses, without dramatizing. Just communicate what you need. It will hurt the first few times, that's normal. An atrophied muscle hurts when it starts working again. Pay attention to this now. What need do you need to communicate today? Now you must be thinking, won't this make me selfish? Won't it push her away from me? I'm going to tell you a secret few men discover. A woman doesn't want a servant. She wants a king. Not a tyrant, but a king. Someone who leads with wisdom. Who protects without suffocating. Who loves without losing himself. When you honor your masculine essence, you become more attractive, not less. It's counterintuitive, I know. Society programmed you to believe that being a good husband means losing yourself. But think, would you fall in love with someone without personality? Without their own dreams? Without inner strength? Neither would she. A man with a clear purpose magnetizes. A man with healthy boundaries reassures. A man with his own interests intrigues. A man with masculine connections inspires. A man who communicates with assertiveness leads. This isn't about being less present in the marriage. It's about being more present, because you are there whole, not half. You are there by choice, not by obligation. You are there as a partner, not as a hostage. Always remember, marriage amplifies who you are. If you enter weak, you leave destroyed. If you enter strong, you leave strengthened. The issue isn't marriage itself. It's the man you choose to be within it. Now I'm going to give you a simple framework for you to start today. It's called the GPS of masculine essence, and you'll use it every day. G for grounding. Every morning before anything else, 5 minutes of silence, no phone, no talking. Just you and your thoughts. Connect with your values. Remember your purpose. Center your energy. P for purpose. Define one daily action that brings you closer to your mission. It can be small. Read 10 pages, do 20 push-ups, write down an idea. But it has to be yours, it has to be sacred, it has to be done. S for sovereignty. Reserve 1 hour a day that is absolutely yours. No negotiation, no interruption, no guilt. Use it to work out, to study, to create, to think, but use it for yourself. Does it seem simple? It is simple, but few apply it. Because simple isn't easy. It will require you to take a stand, that you disappoint sometimes, that you are seen as the villain at times. But wake up, man. Better to be the villain in her story than the dead hero of your own life. Better for her to respect you while fighting than to despise you while agreeing. Better a marriage with creative tension than a funeral with cemetery peace. Time is passing now. Every day you postpone is a day your masculine essence weakens. Every concession without reciprocation is a piece of you that dies. Every yes when you wanted to say no is another brick in your own prison. But also, every boundary you establish today is a foundation for tomorrow. Every interest you reclaim is new energy circulating. Every masculine connection you cultivate is a pillar of support. Every need you communicate is a step towards authenticity. I'm not saying it will be easy. There will be arguments, there will be tears, there will be that icy silence at dinner. But do you know what's worse than that? Dying standing without ever truly living. You were born a lion. Marriage doesn't have to turn you into a cat. It can turn you into an even wiser lion. Who knows when to roar and when to purr? Who protects his territory but shares the hunt? Who leads the pride but values his partner? This knowledge is too rare. Most men will go to their grave without discovering it. They will spend 50 years in a lukewarm marriage, a bland life, an existence without purpose. Don't be another statistic. You have two choices now. Continue pretending everything is fine while your soul screams for help, or start today the rescue of your masculine essence. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today, define your purpose. Establish a boundary. Reclaim an interest. Call a friend. Communicate a need. Do something, anything, but do it now, before inertia swallows you again. Your marriage doesn't have to be your cage. It can be your dojo, the place where you train to be the best version of yourself, where you learn to balance strength and gentleness, where you discover that true love isn't losing yourself in the other, it's finding yourself together. But that only happens if you act, if you apply it, if you have the courage to be the man you were born to be, even if it scares you, especially if it scares you, because deep down, very deep down, she wants this too. She wants the lion, not the cat. She wants the king, not the servant. She wants the man with purpose, not the lost boy. Don't hesitate now. If this content touched something in you, if you felt that rush of recognition when you heard the truth, do this now before you forget. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, because this is just the beginning of your rescue journey. Remember the lion metaphor. You are still a lion. The cage is open. The savannah awaits you. The question is, will you go out or will you keep pretending the bars protect you? The choice has always been yours. It always will be yours. And that's what makes you a man.